Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you. All right, we're live. Welcome to the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, where connections matter. I'm Charles McKay, aka Charlie the Plug, here with another great episode of Live Monday for the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. Every week, I bring you interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship and community involvement. Yes. Welcome to episode 118. Now, I have a special episode 117 that I did a pre-recording. We're going to drop that probably by next week. A special guest. I'll tell you a lot about that later in the show. But we have a great guest on tonight. So I want to just thank those who are watching us live on our YouTube feed, on our official YouTube channel of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast. Thank you for those who are watching on our LinkedIn page at the Detroit Metro Plug podcast or Charles McKay profile, and also on our Facebook channel, Detroit Metro Plug podcast. If you're finding value in what we're doing, I definitely encourage you to like, subscribe, and follow. And also leave comments or recommendations of people I should interview or topics I should cover. All right. So happy Monday again. We are in the midst of summer, supposedly. Well, it's not officially summer, but we got a little bit of warm weather here in Detroit, but the temperature dropped. I had to have my jacket on today. And I thought I was able to breathe smoke with my breath. And I saw people on Facebook making jokes about turning their heat back on. But no, we're going to get some more heat coming this weekend. So hopefully everybody is enjoying this weather and spring, summer. All right. So before we get into our guests, I want to share a little bit about our sponsor for episode 118. We have a sponsor. And let me bring this slide up here. All right. So our official sponsor for this episode is Susan Ray. She is a virtual assistant. She specializes in organizational and administrative services, and she does on-site as well as virtual assistant work. She is the VA that can save your day. I'm going to share a little bit more about her. It's a little sort of like a promo ad about what she does. Here we go.
You have turned your passion into a business. One thing you may have discovered by owning and running your own business is that it requires you to do many tasks and wear many hats, which can be very overwhelming, and it takes you away from your passion. Perhaps you could use a virtual assistant. Hello, my name is Susan McQueen Ray, and I possibly could be the VA to save your day. As a former executive assistant, I have extensive experience in daily administration tasks and also in resolving organizational challenges. My sweet spot is helping you to find that perfect organizational and or administrative fit for your lifestyle and your business. Let me help you with those tasks that take you away from what you enjoy most, which is doing your business. I may be the VA to save your day. I'd love for you to contact me for a free consultation. Via email, it's susan@susanrayva.com. My website, where you can book a consultation call, is www.susanrayva.com. And or you may reach me via telephone at 313-605-5975. Let me help you.
All right. So that is our ad sponsor, um, Susan Ray, the VA that can save your day. Uh, just, uh, just she shared her contact information. I'm going to share it again. But the important thing to know here is that we have a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, and even our guest is an entrepreneur. And you can get overwhelmed with the daily tasks and things to do. And here's someone that can help take some of that administrative load off your plate so you can get back to doing what you enjoy the most, which is your business. So you can contact Susan Ray uh, at our phone number is 313-605-5975. Her website is www.susanrayva.com. And you can email her at susan@susanrayva.com and schedule a consultation, see if she can help you. She's a friend of the podcast and is helping me with some projects myself because I can't do everything. When you're starting a business, you're a solopreneur. Eventually, you're going to have to delegate tasks and get some assistance to help you grow and scale your business. All right. We're going to introduce our guest for today. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a formal introduction to our guest. Our topic is how to build a successful merchandising business. Our next guest is the executive owner of Image Merchandise. It is a women-owned, minority-owned women business enterprise, National Council certified small business located in Detroit. Since 2017, our next guest has provided products to the government, healthcare, to auto workers, retail stores, as well as to the general public. Currently, one of her biggest sellers is the Cozy Fabric Softener Sheet.
Yes.
They are in 75 market stores throughout Michigan and Ohio. He also has them in 2 hotels, laundromats in Metro Detroit area. Our next guest has customers in 16 states nationwide. Our e-commerce sales have doubled since 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to episode 118. Episode one, none other than Constant Brooks.
Oh, you are funny. How are you?
I'm fine. She said it
Wonderful.
was okay for me to call her Connie, so I don't want
I
nobody
did.
to send me mean emails.
It's
Yes.
okay.
So I did a little introduction, and thank you again for being on this podcast interview.
Oh, thank you
Uh,
for inviting me.
yes, and so this may be the first time we have people who will learn about you. Some people in the area may know a little bit about your business.
Hmm.
So I just want to ask a simple question to get us started.
Okay.
If someone was to ask, who is Connie Brooks? What would you tell them?
Wow. I would have to say I am a woman owned business. I started this in 2022. I'm married. I have one son. I have three granddaughters. So I am very busy. So running a business, I'm part owner of another business also. So that is keeping me very, very busy right now also. But I would have to say I am someone that is doing what I can to help my community.
All right. Doing what you can to help your community. I
Most
appreciate
definitely.
that. Yes, I appreciate that. So you are married, you have a child, you have grandchildren,
Yes.
and you're doing what you
40
can.
years.
Okay. Yes. Married 40 years.
40 years.
All
I
right.
just
That
celebrated
deserves
my 40th anniversary in May.
all right. Congratulations. That
Thank
deserves
you.
an applause.
Thank you.
And some air horns.
Thank you. Tell me about it.
Again, I want to thank those who are joining us live. We have a very special guest, Connie Brooks. Um, we did an introduction. We will have some comments coming in. So I just want to share. Want to give a shout out to Marshall Brooks, who's watching us live as well. So thank you for
Hi,
watching
sweetheart.
us. um, so so I want to get into it. Just a little bit of background, your background story. So are you a native Detroiter?
Yes, I was
Okay.
born and raised in the city of
Okay.
Detroit. I
All
am
right.
actually the baby of 10. So
Baby
my
of 10.
mom, yes, my mom had 10 children.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was actually how I ended up doing this. It
Right.
was, growing up, I actually, you would wash, and my mom would always say, go in there and throw those clothes in the dryer. And
Right.
at the time, it was always liquid fabric softener. So you always had to put it in the wash machine. And
Right. Right.
I was the one that always forgot. And the clothes would come out of the
Oh.
dryer, and she would say, you didn't put it in there." So growing up, I said, "Okay, I'm not doing that anymore." So that's how Cozy was created,
Wow.
because
So
of a need. It was something that I thought about.
right.
I thought maybe other people would feel the same way that I did. They didn't want to use that liquid stuff.
Right. Liquid fabric softener. Okay.
Exactly.
And yeah, it came with the sheets.
Right.
Now, help our audience understand your entrepreneurship journey. Family of 10 siblings.
Yes.
Was there someone in your family or friend, people, neighbors, or other relatives who are entrepreneurs, business owners that inspired you? How did you come about with that?
Okay, so I actually started off doing something totally different. I started off doing the Bluetooths
Okay.
because, you think of people on their jobs, and it was something that was needed because they couldn't have their phones with them. So you figured make them
Right.
something, and they were personalized. So that made us a little bit of money uh, along the way. And once the pandemic came, I decided to start off with doing gloves because that
Okay.
was something that was needed at the time also. So I was able to get those in a couple of churches right now. They're in some dental offices. They're at some doctor's
Mhm.
offices right now. And that went a little, that was going pretty good. And me and my husband sat down and we talked about what I'd be doing. He
Okay.
said, well, you know what? You're always at home. You're always doing laundry. So it's like, wow, laundry sheets. I
Hmm.
started going to Global Empowerment, and he
Hmm.
taught us how to come up with an everyday product. So it was just a no brainer
Okay.
with the dryer sheets. So that's how I ended up doing the dryer sheets.
Now uh you started in 2017 your business.
I actually did start. I launched Image Merchandise in 2017.
Okay.
But
Okay.
along the way, a couple of things started happening. Like my husband became ill. So
Right.
I had to stop doing everything so that we could take care of him and get him back. And
Right.
then, of course, once everything got back on track, I was trying to get everything back in order. And 2022 just happened to be the year that I was able to get back on my feet and get everything started.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So I'm glad you were able to get back on your feet, and thoughts and prayers for the continued health of your husband.
Thank you.
So prior to 2017, what were you doing before? Were you just kind of working regular
Working.
job in your
Yep.
career?
Yeah. Just
Uh,
working.
okay.
Working. I actually ended up coming off my job to take care of my grandkids.
Okay. Okay. Came
So
off the
I
job.
worked on different jobs for, over
Okay.
20, 30 years.
Now you mentioned something interesting because I know a little bit about global empowerment and how they help people start businesses in terms
Uh-huh.
of supplying to retailers.
Yes.
Um, Prior to 2017 or finding out about global empowerment, what were the seeds to give you the desire to, hey, I want to own my own business?
Once I met back up, I've always known Mr. Cartwright.
Okay.
So, I was telling him, it was funny how we ended up reconnecting. I had a dream about him. And
Wow.
I believed at that time that was the Lord telling me that it was my time to start doing
Mhm.
something on my own. And when we
Okay.
met back up, he said, I always knew that you wanted more. I've always
Right.
known it. So
Okay.
it was destined for us to meet up again. And once we
Mhm.
started talking and I started throwing out ideas, he was like, oh my God, you need to come meet up with me so that
Okay.
we could actually go over all of these things that I have in my head.
Okay.
You think of an idea And that's a whole nother thing. If you can think it,
Okay.
then, it can actually become a reality.
Right. Right.
Look at dryer sheets. Something
Yes.
as simple as dryer sheets. And look at where I am today.
Okay. And congratulations to where you're at today.
Thank you.
So
God is
now,
good.
so now help our audience understand, because some people may have an idea, maybe inspired, maybe they even have a dream or a vision of having their own business, and they want to come up with a product. What's the whole process of, you wanted to do the dryer sheets? You said the seed was planted when you was growing up as a kid, 10
Right.
siblings, and
Right.
they had liquid uh fabric
Fabric
softener,
softener.
and you
Right.
would forget to add it in,
Right.
and then so what led you to your product? What's the whole process?
So I actually, once I started going to global empowerment, so
Hmm.
I would suggest that anyone that want to start a business, I would tell them to go to global.
Okay.
Once you go to global, you actually learn how to not only turn that dream into a vision, he teaches you how to get your products into stores. He
Okay.
teaches you how to purchase your product, where to go and get your products, how to market it, how to,
Hmm.
get it into the stores and get where we are today. So it's not a hard process. First of all, you just have to show up,
Okay.
and you actually have to learn what it is that he's teaching you, which is to show up, turn your idea into your product. He teaches you where to go and purchase your product.
Hmm.
He teaches you how to actually get certified, your LLC. He teaches you how to actually get get your name out there,
Okay.
a website. So you have to get a license.
Okay.
So all of these are things that are taught in the classes.
Okay. So your journey was you reconnected with Brother Cartwright. For those who don't know, Arthur
Yes,
Cartwright has empowerment, global empowerment ministries. I
yes,
think it's global empowerment ministries, right?
it is.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
located at 21630 West 7 Mile in
Rest
Detroit,
of them.
Michigan.
Right. Right. And so he have usually they have meetings on Tuesday and Saturday,
Yes,
and people could come and learn about.
Tuesday is a good night to go
Yeah.
because
Yes.
Tuesday
Right.
is when you're actually learning
Yeah.
all about where to purchase your products and
Right. Right.
how to actually turn it into a vision, turn your vision
Right.
into
Right.
an
Right.
actual dream. Yeah,
And for those who don't know, Brother Cartwright, if he still does, he had products at Walmart's and is a global minority supplier.
right.
All right. So now I kind of want to break down some of the parts, because kind of it could go over some people's heads.
Okay.
Um, so kind of what you learned. So you decided, hey, I'm going to do this fabric uh,
Fabric softener
sheets.
sheets. Uh-huh.
Sheets, yeah. I know you have other products. We'll get into that.
Yes.
So what was you registered your business as an LLC,
Yes.
and then you decided your product. Who manufactures your product? What's those steps to go through
Okay. So what I did was I actually contacted a manufacturer in China.
in China? Okay,
Yes. Alibaba.
Alibaba, right?
Yes. That's who we go through. Alibaba. So
Okay.
they have, a zillion and one manufacturers there.
Hmm.
So you can pretty much get anything that you want when you're contacting them. And once I contacted a manufacturer, I let them know what I was looking at, into doing. And they sent me some samples
Right.
and I was able to test them out. And then
Hmm.
I sent them back to them to say which ones I wanted.
Right.
So I had already hit my name. So I just sent them my name. And at the time so they were able to package them for me and make the boxes for me and
Okay.
put my logo on it.
Okay. And is there like some upfront costs, or how do you know which manufacturer to go with? Is it
Oh,
recommended? Is it a
so
point system?
so what it is it's just like if you're shopping on Amazon.
Hmm.
Basically, what I would say is you go for the ones that have the most stars,
Okay. The high
ones that
rating.
have been established a while. So you don't
Mhm.
want to go with anybody that just started within the last, month or so. You want to go with somebody that's already been established for over, 5 years.
Okay. Yes. 5 star.
So
Okay.
exactly.
All right. So you go to Alibaba and explain to people what Alibaba. I know it's I thought it was kind of like Amazon, but maybe it's a little different. Or is it
That's what
what's
I
the
said.
difference?
It actually reminds you of an Amazon.
But these are products that sold as well as manufacturers on this, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So what you do is, because it is in China, so of course the hours are a little different than what we're doing. You
Hmm.
know, when we're sleeping, they're working.
Right, right,
So you're up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, talking
right.
to them about what you're looking to get. So once I started contacting them, you're doing emails back and forth, but they'll send you samples. So they'll
Mhm.
actually let you know. Say, for instance, you want to get some samples, and they may be able, and you might say, well, I'm looking at getting, 1,000.
Mhm.
And then you want to see the price for that, because they'll give you a price for 1,000, they'll give you a price for 5,000, 10,000.
Right,
So, and they'll send you samples. It may cost you, a couple of dollars to get some
right,
samples.
right,
Then at that time, then you can pick what you want to get and then
right.
send it back to them, contact them, and they'll send you your actual product.
Okay.
And
Now,
you
what
don't
about
have to get anything right away. I mean, you could start off with something small just to
right?
market.
Just to market.
Yeah.
Now, what about the packaging and your logo and everything? You do that here, or do they do that as well?
No, they did that for me. So as you see, they actually did this for me.
Okay.
So
So
I
the
just sent
the
it to them.
manufacturer does the packaging, the
Yeah.
labeling. Who
Yeah.
designs your logo and the imaging?
Yes. So I actually have someone. So the thing is, this is my logo. So this is
Okay.
something that I did. So I sent this to them. This is what
Oh,
I'm
you
saying.
sent the logo. Okay.
Yeah, I
You
sent
had a
it to them.
design here and you sent
Yeah,
that to them, and then
exactly, exactly. That was
they
something that, yeah,
right. Okay.
I had a local artist, somebody I
Right.
love that actually designed everything for me.
Right.
So we sent everything to him and let him know exactly what I wanted to do. And he said,
Right.
okay, I have it for you. He was thinking for me. So once he sent this to me, I said, oh my God, I love this. So he
Right.
said, Auntie, look at this. Oh, I'm sorry, I told you who it was. So, and then you actually, I contacted, I was able to get my barcode. That was
Right.
all local. Everything was local.
So the barcode packaging, the design was all local, but
Yes.
then you send everything to the selected manufacturer.
Yes.
They put it all together,
Yes. And they sent
and
it back to me. Yes.
okay, all right. And then, so how do you get into stores? In the intro, we have you at you said 75
Yeah, I'm a
local
little over
markets.
75 right now. So I'm
Yeah,
the person
yeah. So
that
how did you?
actually
What did
goes
you
into
start out like at a few stores, at a
yeah,
gas station? I mean, I don't know.
I'm the person that actually goes into the stores. So what I started off doing is I went to stores that I shop in.
Okay, like a
So
Family Dollar, Dollar
and I
General, or
think
something.
that's grocery stores. I think
Right.
that's a lot easier to start
Okay.
is going to markets that you shop in,
Right.
so that familiar faces, people
All
that
right.
you see on a regular basis.
So you
So
would meet the store owner and set up a
yes.
meeting
So
or and
when I
give a
went into the
sample.
store,
Hmm.
I actually, because like I said, I shop in these stores.
Right.
So a lot of times the staff,
Yeah.
the managers,
Hmm.
because you're in there on a regular basis. So
Right.
when I
Right.
went into my first store, I said, you just walk in there and you say, hey, Sam, I'm just giving you an
Mhm.
example. And he's like, hey, Connie, how you doing? I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I introduced him to my product.
Hmm.
And, he was very open and willing to help me. And I think that helped me in a lot of my stores,
Okay.
because they saw a young Black entrepreneur that was trying to do something and they were willing to help me out. And a
Okay.
lot of these stores, when you're shopping in them, you're in their program, you're in their rewards program. So let them know, hey, I shop here all the time. I'm in your rewards program.
Okay.
And you're saying, oh, and then you might throw out a couple of names, is Sally still here? And then, did she have her baby already? And they're like, oh,
Right.
wait a
Right.
minute, hold on. She does know these people in this store. I'm like, yeah, you
Okay.
know, so
So you
that helps a lot.
So that's a good tip. You started with stores you shopped at. I'm
Exactly.
assuming I don't know if this was in the Metro Detroit area or in
Yes, it
Detroit
was.
or
Yes, it
okay.
was. And the
So is
good
it
thing
fair to
about
say these are the merchants uh were they Chaldean, Arab American
oh,
or something else?
yeah, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. So
And the
Chaldean,
good
Arab
thing
American.
about it is,
Yeah.
with that being said,
Hmm.
when you know some of these are store owners
Yeah.
and they may know, you can go to my cousin's store, you can go to my brother's store,
Oh,
you can go to
okay.
my sister's store.
So did they buy some of you like a certain quantity, a box, just to try it out, or how did it go?
Oh, no, 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 no. They actually started off saying, one store said they would start off with a half a case. So
What's the
that was
half a
like
case? Like
12,
20, 20 12? Okay,
12,
12.
yeah. And then, then he sent me to his cousin. Then his cousin bought a half a case. Then his
Okay.
sister brought a half a
All
case.
right, all
And
right.
then, then the other stores, they were buying cases,
So
you know.
they was moving product. Did they have it at a certain why was the product going so fast? Was it on the end cap in the store or was it
You know,
placed
it
somewhere
just so
or
happened. No, I was actually the person that actually went into the stores and I actually marketed it myself. So
what did you do? You stocked it or how did
I
you
go
market
into
it?
my stores. I do demos.
Oh, you do demos. Okay.
Yes, I do demos on a regular basis.
Hmm.
So they see me quite often. So
Okay.
that helps the merchandise to move a lot quicker
So you
because
do a demo like how they have it at Sam's Club?
yes, I go into the stores and I have a box. Just
Yeah.
so I have a box. I open it. I let them know. Okay. And most of the times, I'm telling them, hey, smell it. But my motto is you can smell it through the box. So a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
times they're saying, I don't even need you to hand it to me. I can smell it just from here. It smells amazing.
So what's unique about the cozy fabric sheets that
My price point
okay.
is I can beat out, what's out there right now. I'm not gonna give you
Okay.
any names, but I can
Okay.
I can beat out what's on the shelves right now.
You got price point, smells good.
Yes. So,
Is it
like I said, people say that they can smell it through the box. It's
okay.
amazing.
Okay.
So that price point helps. It is plant-based, and I
Plant
have
based.
actually tested it out on people. So it has not been tested in the labs. It hasn't been tested on animals or anything. It's been
Right.
tested on actual people.
Okay. Plant
And
based.
people
Okay.
that are saying, that they're allergic or, they're sensitive skin. I
Hmm.
tried several people that
Right.
said that to me, said, oh no, I can't try that because, I'm allergic to it. My
Yeah.
skin is sensitive. And people have come back to me saying, I have sensitive skin, but
Yes.
that product is amazing and I can actually use it. And
All
I can
right.
actually put it in not only one area, I can put it in two areas because it's safe for pregnant women also.
Okay.
So you can put it in the baby essentials also.
Maybe essentials. All right. All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. So I'm seeing the picture coming together.
Okay.
So 2019, uh, you reconnect with brother Arthur Cartwright,
Yes.
global what is it? Uh Impact Global Ministries.
Global empowerment
Oh, Global
ministry.
Empower, yeah, Global
Yes.
Empowerment Ministries. And there you get inspired to
Yes.
start your own business because you
Yes.
desire to have more for yourself and your family.
Yes.
And you landed on wanting to do fabric softener sheets.
Yes.
And they showed you the process of going through Alibaba,
Yes.
finding a manufacturer.
Yes.
You tested different ones. They sent samples. You landed on your manufacturer.
Exactly.
And then you sent them the logo, the
Yes.
barcode design. And
Yes.
then you start on your own. You went
Yes.
out to places you shopped at,
Yes.
local merchants. And for those who are watching outside of Detroit, a lot of the local merchants who are not in the commercialized stores like Target, Walmart's,
Right.
or Meyer, a lot of the local merchants are owned by our Arab Americans and Chaldean Americans grocery stores. And they did business with Connie Brooks. So let's give a shout out for local businesses doing businesses with you, a Black woman-owned business.
Yes.
All right. So when the product goes out, the price point uh, is being recommended, and then like how fast did it take off? Did you have to do a lot of groundwork at first with the first year, or then the word of mouth spread it?
Oh yeah. Um, when I started in 2022, I was out literally. I was out every single day. I picked
Mm.
hours. Say, for instance, once I dropped the kids off at school, I would go out. So I was out from say 9 o'clock up until 2 o'clock, Monday through Friday.
Wait a minute. Oh, nine
Going,
o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay,
yes,
got you.
going
All
to
right.
stores,
Monday to Friday, going to
meeting
stores.
meeting store owners. You
What
know,
was your pitch like to you walk in and you say, "Hey, I'm Connie Brooks. May I speak to the store owner?"
well, you know what? I think, like I said, in my case, it helped a lot that just familiarity. You would go in there and you would say, hey, I see that that you're short on your shelves, and I want to
Mhm.
introduce myself to you and my
Right.
product.
Okay.
You're not being pushy, but
Yeah.
you just want them to know that you're out there.
You're out there.
You
Yeah.
can leave them with a sample
Right.
and
Right.
just say, okay, I'll come back and meet you, tomorrow or something. And,
Yeah.
once I put it in their hands, I think that
Mhm.
right there sold it.
Okay. So you put it in their hands. All right. And you just went door to door, store to store, door
Yeah.
to door.
Yeah. So I would
Me-
hand
Right.
them my business card. And like I said, I would give them a sample
Right.
just so they can, test it out, sample
Hmm.
it. And I would give them my price point.
Right.
And I think right there alone, that helped because
Right.
once they saw my price point and they were able to sample the product and see that it was a
Right.
great product, it helped me to get into more stores.
Right. 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 That deserves some air horns right there.
Thank you.
um. So when they decide to go with your product, some merchants have different things where uh you get paid, whether it's 30 days, 90 days. Do they buy cases up front?
I've just been blessed that I didn't have to do any of that, you know, um, 30, 60, 90 days, you know,
Right.
uh, I was able to go in and they were able to just purchase it and pay me on the spot.
Okay. Now, how did your manufacturers in China? Did you have to pay your supplier to buy cases before?
Once, yeah, yes, yes, yes.
And was it like a
So,
minimum order? You got to get 1,000 cases or something sent over, and they're sitting in your garage or in your basement or your cousin's house.
you know how that is, don't you?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure with a large manufacturer is a minimum, right? Of order.
Yes, 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 yes. But the great thing about that is, yes, I did have them in my home, in my basement, a little bit
Right.
everywhere. But because I'm consistent about getting out there and pushing my product, I was able to eliminate all of that overstock. So
Right.
now it's supply and demand.
Right.
So now I'm at a point where when people call me and say that they need something, I don't let it get too low. So I
Right.
can. It's about a 4 to 6 week time frame that I can
Right.
get more.
Oh, from your manufacturer from
Yes,
overseas.
yes,
Now, this is very interesting. The supply, because we're kind of talking about supply chain.
yes,
When you first got started, before you got into these stores, uh, I'm assuming there was some upfront money you had to buy your product and
yes.
then push it out
Um, the good thing
for our
is,
listeners, so they can have an
yes,
understanding how it works.
the thing is, of course, the great thing about it, I didn't get any loans,
Okay.
so I didn't have any grants. I started all this from pulling money out of my bank account to
Okay.
get this
So your
started.
personal savings,
Personal
you
savings.
believed in yourself, you
I
invested
did.
in yourself,
I did.
you knew
And I
this
had
is
a
going to
wonderful
work.
husband that believed in me also.
All right.
He said,
That's
okay,
good.
baby, what is it that you need? So yeah.
All right. That's amazing.
So
And
it started about $1,000.
now, the reason why I'm asking this question, this helps our audience. If someone wants to do something, to get an idea, what's the upfront capital that I need? So with just $1,000, of course you have to file your business, and there's $50 for LLC, and then
Yeah.
you're paying someone to do your graphics, buying barcodes. So there's a little bit more administrative cost. But once you
See,
land
the
on your
blessing
manufacturer,
is
yeah,
I just happened to have, like I said, some family members that were able to help me out because,
mhm,
like I said, my nephew was able to put this together for me.
right,
So, and then, you have friends and family that
yes,
you can market with, and
right, right,
they know some of these skills also. and my
Yes. Yes.
husband's very good at doing some things, so we were
Right.
able to
Right.
put this together,
Right.
on a limited budget.
Right.
And
Right.
I started off with the minimum, of course,
Right.
just to just to see what would happen, to see,
Yes.
and once it started taking off, you know, the sky was the limit.
The sky was the limit once it
Yeah.
started taking off. That's awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. So you
You know,
kind of gave an idea how the whole process. Um, so um, how did you? Now you had stores in. You told me how you did the neighborhood stores. How did you scale up to 75 stores? Just word of mouth. And how did you get
pretty
in
much.
Ohio?
Uh-huh. So I have a sister friend that is in Ohio. I had
Hmm.
sent the product to her, and she actually introduced the product to a lot of her friends
Hmm.
and some of the store owners.
Hmm.
And once I went there, they were welcoming to me because she
Right.
had already helped me out by starting, my
Okay.
frenzy in Ohio.
Hmm.
So,
Now,
but I did the same thing I did here. I
okay.
just went from store to
Store to
store,
store,
talking to the
talking
store
to people.
owners just to see,
Yes.
you
Looking
know,
them in the eye, meeting them, store to store. I like that.
pretty much. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. You put the work in. You put the work in.
that's what you have to
Um,
do.
Now I wanted to ask in the introduction, I said mentioned that you are a certified minority owned business through the Women Business Enterprise National
Yeah, we bank.
Council. Yeah,
Bank.
we bank. Yeah. So explain to our audience what benefit does that help you in distributing your product?
When you're filling out grants, a
Hmm.
lot of grants, they ask if you're certified, and it
Right.
helps to actually move things along. It kind of makes you go up a little bit higher in the rank when you're
Hmm.
doing grants
Okay.
because you're certified. And a lot of businesses, they get money
Right.
by doing business with companies that have been that are certified.
Right.
So
Right.
that's just one of the things that you can do is
Right.
being woman owned business. They have other things out there like
Right.
vet,
Right.
hub, things of
Okay.
that nature. And I just happen to be in a hub zone also.
Okay.
So it helped me out also.
Can you share with the audience some of the stores locally that they can get your products? Or are
Yes,
you in any of the
most
national?
definitely.
Oh
I
yeah.
have look, see, this is just a couple, but I'll give you some. So if you're looking to go on the west side, depending on what area you're in,
Hmm.
depending on what area you're in, say you're at 7 Mile, I'm at Apollo Market on
Hmm.
7 Mile. I'm at Farmer Zeke's on 7 Mile. That's like a little store.
Hmm.
I'm actually in Savon. I'm in Mike's Market. I'm
Hmm.
in Greenfield Market. I'm in Ferndale Foods. I'm in 8 Mile Food. I'm in Glory on Otter Drive. I'm at Royal Fresh Market on Grand River near the Southfield Freeway.
Hmm.
I'm at Spartan Food on Grand River. I'm at Atlas, which is on Davison.
Hmm.
And one of my laundromats is actually Linwood Community, and that is a Black owned laundromat.
Okay.
So please go and shop, do your clothes. I'm at Grand Price on Grand River. I'm at Food Max, which is actually in Inkster.
Hmm.
So those are just some of my West Side stores. I'm at Mazel's on the East Side.
Okay.
I'm at Imperial on East 8 Mile.
All right. All right.
I'm at Vegas Foods.
Okay.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I'm at Glory on 8 Mile and Groesbeck.
Okay. Wow. Shout out. Shout out to all those stores. Huh? And I admire the fact that you went store to store, promoting your product, built relationships. Uh, you got a relationship with your manufacturer. You're able to deliver. Now, were you affected by during COVID and the backlog of manufacturing and
Yes.
all that? How did
Yes.
that affect your
Um,
business during COVID and the supply chain
um,
from China?
so with the gloves,
Yeah.
that's a perfect example because at the time, This was actually, I thought about doing gloves right before COVID. Then COVID
Right.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
Then that slowed down everything for everybody.
Right.
So it took a minute for my gloves to get here. So by the
Okay.
time my gloves got here, of course, everybody was selling gloves,
Yeah.
hand sanitizer,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything of that nature. So
Yeah.
that kind of, put a little backlog on it. But, once you still have to keep pushing. And I was still able to get some in some stores, like I said, some doctor's offices, people that I
Sure.
knew that were,
Okay.
willing to help us out.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to go into more how people can get in contact with you.
Okay.
We're going to show some slides of your website, some other products.
Okay.
Uh, so we're going to do that. We're going to do a quick announcement. When we come back, we'll share more about how people can work with you, get in contact with you, and some other things that you're doing. We'll be
Okay.
right back. 1 second.
All right. Okay.
You have turned your passion into a business. One thing you may have discovered by owning and running your own business is that it requires you to do many tasks and wear many hats, which can be very overwhelming and it takes you away from your passion. Perhaps you could use a virtual assistant. Hello, my name is Susan McQueen Ray, and I possibly could be the VA to save your day. As a former executive assistant, I have extensive experience in daily administration tasks and also in resolving organizational challenges. My sweet spot is helping you to find that perfect organizational and or administrative fit for your lifestyle and your business. Let me help you with those tasks that take you away from what you enjoy most, which is doing your business. I may be the VA to save your day. I'd love for you to contact me for a free consultation. Via email, it's Susan at SusanRayVA.com. My website, where you can book a consultation call, is www.susanrayva.com. And or you may reach me via telephone at 313-605-5975. Let me help you.
All right. So we're back with our guest. That was our podcast sponsor, Susan McQueen Ray, the VA that can save your day. So for those who need a virtual assistance to help you with uh, administrative tasks, she can help you organize things in person, off-site, on-site, and as well as virtually. Be sure to contact. Her information will be available in the description on the replay. So ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our guest as we're kind of wrapping things up. She shared her journey and how she got into entrepreneurship back in 2017. She was impacted by an organization that showed her how to find products and how to find a manufacturer overseas to reduce her costs, as well as she learned how to get certified, set things up. But what I like about her story is that she didn't rely on anyone else to pave the way. She went out, knocked on doors, established relationships, went to store to the point with it looks like within about 2 years, over 75 stores. So that's great. That's great. That's great. Um, so I want to this is your website here that people can see. You can still hear me? I want to make sure.
I can.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Um, so um, now on this website, is this one of your buildings, or I wasn't sure? Uh,
Look, that's going to be that's actually the office.
oh, okay, office for your business. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
okay, all right. So 75 stores. So is it when you started out? I know you invested your own money. Is it fair to say I'm pretty sure you return uh, you've got a return on your investment and you're in 75 stores.
Yes.
And you don't have to get any specific with our
I'm a
audience.
little bit.
Is it fair to say this is a 5, 6, or 7 figure business, or how's it going?
Okay, so I'm going to just say, uh, right now, it's a little under that, but I'm
Under
looking to
seven,
give
under
you.
five, or
It's a little. Look, it's a little under. We'll say it's a little under 5.
okay, okay,
But I'm looking to reach that within the next couple of years, the next
okay. All right. Well, I mean, with
you know
75 stores,
sky market go past,
yes, yes,
because I have other sizes that I'm looking to get into. These are my laundromat sizes. These are
yeah,
also the ones that are these are my next sizes.
okay,
So then I came up with a coloring book,
okay,
so when I go to the schools I can read it to my babies,
all right.
and so they can get it to their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to think about just for little kids. So when I do my little vendor events, this is just something that gets their attention.
Mm-hmm.
I have another thing that I'm doing. These are my laundry bags. So I
Laundry
just
bag.
came out with my laundry bags now
Okay, nice,
because
nice.
yeah, she's she's doing some things today.
Okay, so you got your laundry bags, you got your coloring book. All right,
Yes, and like I said, I have my little so I'm doing the 20 size now,
right, right.
20 count. Mhm.
All right, and I think these are we're showing now the gloves you used to have, or you still
Yes, so
have.
those are everything. I actually have all of these in my inventory right now. So those are what I'm looking to get into all of my auto
Oh,
industry right now.
oh, like the plants. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, get into my plants, my safety glasses.
Safety glasses.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So of course I have my sleeves.
With sleeves. Yeah. Let's back
Yeah,
up the sleeves for the auto plants. Okay.
yeah. See, so just some different things that we're looking to do to expand image merchandise to the next level.
Okay. Okay. So we have. I think you. This is when you used to do the Bluetooth.
Yes, yes, those were my personalized. We personalized them. So the
Okay.
good thing about that, and of course, you see my gloves.
Yeah.
We were able to personalize them. That was something we played with. So you were able to pretty much get your name on them if you wanted them on there. You know how somebody says, you know what, I just want my baby's face on there,
Right.
I
Right.
want me
Right.
and my man's face on my Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we were able to do those. So they sold very well, you know.
Okay. Now, what's next for? I know you shared a little bit about some of the things you're going to do. Any announcements or anything you want to share with our audience? What's next for image
Look
merchandise?
soon for Cozy to be in your local Walmart.
Walmart. All
Yeah,
right, that deserves some air horns.
that's my next step right now. I'm looking to
Now,
get into Walmart. I'm talking to the people right now about Kroger.
Kroger.
Yes,
All right.
Amazon.
I think you're gonna hit those numbers quick. You get on Amazon, Kroger. We're gonna speak that. It's gonna be 6, 7 figures. Yeah. Now, with
All right, all right.
just to help with
Look,
our
from your
audience,
mouth to God's ears. We believe in. You know what
just
I'm
to help,
saying?
yeah, just help our audience. So when you talk to the big major retailers like Walmart, Kroger, do they start you off in like regions, a few stores, or how does that normally work?
Okay, so basically, when you're going into the Walmart and you're talking to the store owners and the buyers for Walmart,
Mhm.
they start you off. They may start you off with just the local stores. You may only start off with maybe about 4 Walmarts, and then you'll be able to branch out to other Walmarts once they see that you're actually moving in those local ones.
Now,
And
does it
it's the
help?
same with Myers and Target and all of those. The same.
Does it is it an advantage to be by you being a women-owned certified
Yes,
business with the
yes,
raising tellers?
because it is because they have programs like Amazon. They have
Right,
programs for women owned businesses, black owned businesses, because they get incentives. So they
right.
get more dollars.
Right.
when they're doing business with women owned and black owned businesses.
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
so it
Right.
helps them to get us into the stores.
Was it easy for you to get your certification?
You know what? It was because that was something that we also learned while we were at when I was at Global. You know, they talked to you about getting certified. So and they came out and they talked to us and they let us everybody know there that they wanted us to be certified.
This was
So
with
all you have to
WeBank
do,
or
yes.
with
Mhm,
certification. Okay.
mhm. So, you know, all you need to do is go online and it's I want to say it's about $750 though.
Oh, okay. Which
Uh
one? I know there's different entities that do the certification.
yes, yes. Different ones, but WeBank was I think it's either 3 or 350, something like that.
Okay. All right. Is that
And
annually that you pay or just a
yes,
one time?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So
Okay.
so I've actually been with WeBank a little over 2 years now.
Okay.
And it's wonderful. The things that they offer you, you know,
Hmm.
you they give you classes
Right.
and they help support you as a woman owned business because they want you
Right.
to go further.
Right. 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 And that opens the door for
It
those
does.
big retailers to have
It does.
programs
It does.
for having a certain percentage of their
Most
buyers
definitely.
buying
Yes.
products and their supplies
Yes.
from my own business. So shout out to you. So you set up to win to get into Walmart and Kroger and Target
Thank
and
you.
all those places.
Yeah.
Um,
You start off just wanting to
yeah,
just help your family,
right, right,
but then at the end of the day, you say, it's bigger than just me. It's just bigger
right,
than my family,
right.
because my mission is I want to hire citizens that have been incarcerated
Okay.
to get them back into the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been able to give back to my community by
Mm-hmm.
going out and going to food pantries and
Right,
going to shelters and giving out gloves and
right.
giving out my dryer sheets just
That's
to just to let them know that I'm here to support them and
yeah.
that this is something that I really I'm serious about doing this. This is
Okay.
not just a fly by night business for me.
Right,
This
right.
is something that I really want to do. My goal,
Okay.
but and in the beginning, I would have to say to anybody that's looking to do this, don't get into it just to get the money, because if that's what you're getting into it for, you're going to be a little disappointed because the money will not come uh, quick. It's going to take a minute, but eventually, and right now, I love what I do. I love that I'm able to just give back. I'm love that I can be able to just help people. People can just call me and I can just give them my story of where I came from. And I think that helps them, when they're a little down, because I have my moments where I'm down some days, but you just have to pick yourself back up. And
Hmm.
like I said, the money's not going to come right away, but that's just the wet that comes with the water.
All right, all right. I like that. I like that. I like that story. I gotta say, our platform is about celebrating the positive contributions, like people yourself that
Uh-huh.
are doing good things in the city of Detroit,
Yeah.
and we believe in giving your flowers while you're here, and we definitely celebrate you and what you and your family, your husband, and the investment in yourselves and investments in the community, being a business owner and going through that path. And so I just want to celebrate you and what you're doing and thank you
Oh, thank you,
for what you're doing.
Charles. Thank you for
Yeah,
reaching out to me. I
yeah,
appreciate this so much. And I
yeah,
just want to say that if anybody's thinking about doing it and they're a little afraid, do it. Do it
yeah.
afraid. You know,
Now,
do
no,
it
go ahead.
poor. Just do it.
Yes,
Just go
just
out
do
there
it.
and do it. Yeah.
So people are going to watch this and they want to may want to get in contact you for several reasons. There may be some business owners who have a store or they got some other products going
Store
on.
owners, please give me a call.
All right, so you have the email, the website has your number on there.
Yes.
So please, so store owners, business owners, please give your or small business owners that need you have laundromats or whatever. Please give Connie a call. But you may have some people who are inspired by you and maybe looking for some advice, some mentorship.
I'm
Uh,
here.
All right. So they can reach you through email.
I'm here. Yes,
Your
most definitely.
Instagram. Follow
Yes,
her at Instagram at Image Merch 2021 or email AOL me. Don't hate on AOL. I remember AOL. You can email her directly with a question.
most,
Um, so
yeah.
so there's your contact, the website, email, and
Yes, they can reach
merchandise.
me on Facebook, Connie
Okay,
Brooks.
Facebook, Connie Brooks. All right.
Yes.
That's awesome. So as we land the plane and wrap things up, any final words or words of encouragement to our audience who are considering going into the merchandising business?
As I was saying, don't look at this as something, that you're looking to get a lot of money from. Just look at it as this is something you want to do because you want to not only help your family, but you want to help your community. Find something that actually inspires you and hold on to that and say, this is something that I'm reaching for. Make a dream, look at a vision and say, this is something, because you know what? If you can dream it, you can do it. So don't be afraid to do it. Just step out there and do it. We are here. You have so many entrepreneurs that are out here that are willing to help you. Just reach out. And like I said, make it to global.
All
It's
right.
so many entrepreneurs there that are willing to help you.
All right. So make it to global. Okay.
Yes.
So we want to thank you again for your time
Okay. Thank you.
and sharing your products. And I want to share these websites again so people can see. So to get in contact with our guests, we'll have information on the show notes and a description on our replay. You can go to our website, check out some of the products. If you're a business owner and you need some of these things, gloves, safety glasses, sleeves, you're a manufacturer, and you want to do business with someone local, please reach out to Connie Brooks.
Most definitely.
All right.
We would welcome you.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 118
Yes.
with our special guest, Connie Brooks.
Yes.
Thanks again. I will be in contact. We're part of the Michigan Black Business Association, so hopefully we'll run into each other. And I'm sure if you're looking to sponsor an episode or be a featured sponsor, we can be in contact if I can help you bring more light to your products.
Okay.
All right. So thanks again.
Thanks you.
Again. Yes.
I appreciate you.
Yes. All right. So that concludes our episode. So make sure you support our guests. The products are at 75 stores, so you can't miss it. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, we're believing that in the process of getting into Walmart's and Kroger's and Target, Black-owned, minority-owned business. And she's using those resources to help others. So that's a great thing to support. And so I'll see you next week. Another great guest of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, where connections matter. And definitely, if you find value in what we're doing, please spread the word. We're about providing positive content, information that's going to help you to be encouraged, to be inspired, to be blessed. So share. We're on path of hitting 500 subscribers and more. And so I want to grow the channel, not for me, but to serve others and be a blessing. So thanks again for your support, and we'll see you next week. Hey, everyone. This is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you.